Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Phils have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Trevor Williams will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. Andrew McCutchen is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Under it is Marisnick, 1 away.
Batting second.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, they could really use some more production from that guy hitting 8th. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully he'll be able to put that behind him.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The average coming into play right at 320, 10 home runs and 22 RBIs. Now the pitch. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. Williams has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Ready now, Bryce Harper. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tom Yu starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point, and we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 1-1 home. Popped up. Hoskins is there. 1 out.
Batting second.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Tony Walters comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Second inning coming up in Chicago. Man, with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ballgame. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down.
The second baseman.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And it's grounded just foul down the line. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired. 2 down now. And in steps Scott Kingery. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The catcher.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 7. The third baseman, Bryant.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Chris Bryant. Now here's the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew Mccutchen.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew Mccutchen. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. And that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And when you look at their stats as a team, one thing that stands out is their on-base percentage, which is among the best in the league. In today's game, it's widely understood that that's a good indicator, and as one player put it, well, we get a lot of hits. We're not a fun team to pitch to, so guys nibble against us. And when they do, we do a pretty good job of laying off. Now, that's easier said than done, of course, but they are a shining example of it, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Jake Marisnick is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Popped him up. Here for it is Segura to make the play. One gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Trevor Williams.
So coming to the plate, Trevor Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and a strike. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Bouncer to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Horner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nico Horner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Off the LED board and gone. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. As he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
JT Realmuto will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Here's the 2-2. Harper running from first. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Marisnick is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping up now, Scott Kingery. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to him. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Tony Walters. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, but called a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Here now the 2-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So one away here in the Chicago fourth, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. And that misses ball one. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Now the 2-0. And it's fouled away. The 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bases are empty, one man out. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Real Muto has it, and he makes the throw to first. Hayward is retired, 2 down now. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Behind 0-2 now. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. So digging in now, Ronald Torreyes. He drew a walk his first time up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Ball 2. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Phillies shortstop in front of the count, 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Grounded to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in now, Tom Yu, and they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew.
Ready for another shot now, Andrew McCutchen. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
1-0 pitch on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Now the payoff pitch home. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Gone! A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Ryan Tepera gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Bryant. Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Tepera, a 6'1" right-hander. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Batter number 2, second baseman.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. From the belt, the pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Marisnick comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The third baseman, number 4.
Stepping in, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the runner back. From the stretch. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And he misses there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there on the graphic, he's off to a hot start, leading the NL in that category here for the first month of the season. Jock Peterson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit back up the middle. Segura has it, and that's the second out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Strike called, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited their low chase rate, or percentage of swings that are on pitches outside of the strike zone, as one reason for their success so far in this game. That number is under 20% right now. So up and down the lineup, they're doing a great job of picking on pitches they're more likely to do damage with.
Thank you, Heidi. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in and looking for more, Roman Quinn. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Oh. Well.
1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 19.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Tom Yu, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. This is skied into short left center. Peterson has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay, and we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Matt Duffy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Matt Duffy.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Nico Horner. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Yu will put this one away, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Craig Kimbrell will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball. 7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Andrew Mccutchen.
Number 22.
Fouled away.
Mccutchen.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. The pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here it comes. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First offering on its way. JT Realmuto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Long throw to third. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Gene Segura is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses with it. 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Popped him up. Corner is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 6-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that brings up the catcher, Tony Walters.
The shortstop, Tony.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. There's Segura. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Hit well towards the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled off. Has a look. Now the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Contreras fields it cleanly. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They still find themselves down 6-0. Alec Mills enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Ronald Contreras. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Roman Quinn. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Torreyes, base runner at first with 1 out. 2-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. 2-2, here it is. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now to the Didi Gregorius. We'll look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's a 9-year major league vet. Now the 1-0. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Jose Alvarado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Jock Peterson is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Alvarado, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And this is popped up near second base. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cubs nothing. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brandon Workman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 44, Brandon.
First offering on its way.
Now playing third.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that's going to land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Okay.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Popped him up. Baez is there for it. 2 gone. Striding into the box, Bryce Harper. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the pitch. Two out, nobody on. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Phillies lead this one 6-0. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jake Marisnick. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
At the plate, Nico Horner, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tony.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Phillies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tom Yu earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Trevor Williams struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.